Oh, you think these are...
Sir, I understand. Can't enter without being searched. It's standard procedure.
That's how it is. Think about it and come back if you want. I'll be waiting upstairs in the reception. Understood?
Crystal. What was that noise?
Wait.
Over there. On here. Help, please. Someone's over there. I think they're hurt. Do we have any ID on the suspect?
I didn't get a visual. Up on your feet again, my friend. You're okay.
Have a description of the suspect.
What the hell's
I don't
happening?
have that information.
Fuck me.
Command! Anybody there? Come in! Boys, I think we're about to go from the frying pan into the frickin' fire!
Oh, Mr. Kazim. I'm glad you changed your mind.
Arrogance can be a dangerous trait.
Yes, indeed, it can. Mr. Ingram has been expecting you. We have a conference room set up for you.
I will not have any surprises. Explosion. Now. Roger.
You gotta be kidding!
Someone explosion. Yep.
You need to clear this area. Move towards the gate. I heard that. What the hell is going on?
Come on, how do you read me? Over. We've got multiple casualties here. I think it's the same guy.
Red leader, area is clear. Please advise, over.
Someone radio into command and request backup.
You're on your own. Go, go,
Hey,
run.
get ready!
Okay, okay.
You know the guy's grumpy one who always wants peace and quiet.
Don't tempt fate. I don't think I've ever worked with a man who could get to such a state.
Are you on duty tomorrow?
Yeah.
But I like listening to
Did we lose the target?
Negative. Got no visual.
I strongly suggest you leave the vicinity. Aiden, gotcha. Loud and clear.
what's going on.
is she talking to Lucy Phillips? I'm here.
Prepare to die!
No need to panic. It'll be over quick. All clear. Move on, sir.
Ah, you must be Mr. Whitman. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madam Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning.
A hidden door. Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madam Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madam Carlyle.
I did, sir.
You sure about that? Maybe go and make absolutely sure.
I'm certain. Already checked.
What?
I told Patrick off.
I'm certain. Already checked. Twice, sir.
Gotta keep that windscreen clean. I just thought of something. I think I lost a button from my cuff yesterday, probably at the graveyard. Can you just pop down and have a look?
For a button, sir?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Right. What colour?
White. Please be quick about it, okay? Can't go without my button now, can I?
I'll have a look.
How's everything coming
Patrick
along,
Carlyle.
Elaine?
Very well, Mr.
Can you tell me where
Make sure
you
you
were
focus on
yesterday
your work.
evening?
I will.
I don't need one more maid
It's that
crying in the
sneaky
kitchen.
butler, isn't it?
So watch
He
yourself
ratted me
around,
out.
Mr. Patrick.
Don't
Elaine.
worry about me.
Give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you...
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Gregory Carlyle. Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to...
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Sam, have you ever
No, you
played
should probably,
Hello? Listen, Gregory.
Excuse me?
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
Sup?
I should
Maybe
get back
we
to...
should get back to...
Right.
This area is a restricted area and I can't let you in.
You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs and encouragement. Just a single spontaneous difference that would have made. Right. I clearly remember when I was 5. I climbed a tree and could not make my way down. I was scared and called out for help. Of all people, you heard me, and when you saw me, you...
Yeah, keep it real.
Can you just stand up, please? Hey, she's single, Rebecca, right?
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Why do you think he's here?
Great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere. A few bucks. Girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
American lawyer in the small office. Did you check?
daughters.
So I
Mr.
think,
Fernsby might.
yeah.
Right.
What you said.
Later.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and I have a friend who's a lawyer. She says that's the sweet, sweet life.
You should come and stay at my place in London. We can have a come over. Give you some tips.
I'm quite happy.
Huh?
What's that? Well, go and investigate.
Here we go. Excuse me, sir. There's a limited access to this area at the moment, so I can't let you through. Huh?
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check.
Are you even aware that you are trespassing? You're free to leave. Now don't let me catch you in here again.
Lost visual! Lost visual! Anything?
No!
Hey, somebody get help!
Clear.
Don't make this worse than that.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.